Hi, so my name is Melissa Francis. I am a mum to two neurodiverse children. I am also neurodiverse myself, and I'm here to share a little bit about my story. And I thank you for giving me the opportunity to be able to share. And I'm hoping that it will empower you or someone else or someone close to you who may be going through similar or the same situation like I did. Just to let them know that they're not alone, because we're all in this together. So it started years and years ago whilst my children was in schools. I went through different roller coasters, different journeys, because both of my kids, they have their different needs. So at the time with my son, I was just more focused on getting him like healthy and, you know, supported because of his Tourette's and his focal epilepsy and whatever was going on with him, bedwetting, you name it at the time. And then obviously having my daughter as well at the same time. She was going through behavior channels and challenges, should I say, in school. But my lack of understanding certain things around my own needs as well, it was daunting, because I will turn up into schools and schools will perhaps be very difficult to a point where I perhaps had lack the understanding of what was actually going on with my kids, because I didn't know at the time. But however, fast forward, I did a lot of research where I was working at the time with adults with severe learning disabilities. I had a lot of training and things like that, so it kind of clicked at one point in one of our training session around autism, because then that's what my kids have. And when they mentioned certain things, I thought to myself, but that sounds a bit like my kids. So I went to the trainer and I spoke to them, and they said maybe that could be, so it's probably worth you going to get them checked out. Fast forward, I pushed to make sure that they got their assessments and things done. Same time I was going through my own needs, because I have like my health issues. So chronic, I live with chronic pain every day. So some days could be very challenging than some. I know it was very hard for me at one point where I became bedbound, housebound, couldn't do anything. So I was stuck at the time, literally. So trying to manage my kids at the same time whilst trying to juggle, see if I can go into work and stuff. Eventually I had to stop the jobs and stuff that I was doing because I wasn't able to cope. It just became too difficult, too painful every day living in the same situation. However, that didn't stop me from still supporting my children and other parents or the wider community. So I've always volunteered throughout my lifetime, even when I've stopped working. However, I know that in certain workplaces, when I went in, I just knew, like, sometimes there were certain things I just realized, I think to myself, I don't fit here because I think differently from other people, or perhaps my manager don't quite understand me, and there may be things that I'm supposed to do, but because they don't understand in the sense where when I'm explaining it to them, I know my reason for why I explained the way I was explaining, but because they didn't quite grasp it or understand, it was just like, it wasn't like kind of like taken on board. However, I've had to make so many drastic changes in my life to be able to reach like where I am right now. I know just through my experience and things that I've gone through, I've developed resilience regardless anyway through my journey. And through me developing that, I'm able to empower other parents within my community to be the change that they want to be. Hence me supporting other families and the wider community through the work that I do now, because I notice that there are so many parents who may not even know where to get help from. And through them coming to our organization, I've developed so much relationships with these families and individuals, to a point that when they see me on the road, they come to me and they're like, "Hi Melissa, do you remember me? You supported me in 2021, or you supported me in 2020, and I'm so grateful." You know, that shows that we've made an impact. So my message to you, because I don't want to go on too long, is despite your needs and your struggles, you can rise above it with the right help. Surround yourself with the positive people. Surround yourself with a supportive system. I didn't have that when I was going through my struggles at the time with my children, until I then started researching. Through my research, I found other resources. I built relationships in supportive groups and networks, and that's what made me become empowered to be able to now be able to share my story to other people. Because then, you know, through me just developing those relationships and developing my confidence, and through researching, you know, around my children's needs and why I didn't quite understand certain things or whatever, it helped me to better understand my kids, but then better understand why I do certain things, or why I may say certain things, or why I may think certain way, because my brain is not the same like everyone else, and society just wants everyone to be the same. But unfortunately, we are not. We are very much unique in our own individual way, and that's what makes us great. So keep going, don't give up, you got this. That's always my motto to everyone. So keep going, don't give up, you got this. All right, this is Melissa Francis, and I am signing out. All right, bye.